Good day, folks. Alfie Vente here once again at Vente Pain Relief Clinic with another one of my health tips. Today we're going to talk about 7 disruptive things that improper breathing can potentially cause. So let's talk a little bit about proper breathing. So if you've ever done yoga or Tai Chi, the instructors impart proper breathing through your nose into your stomach so that you're expanding the rib cage properly. In proper breathing, you're using the diaphragm as a primary breathing muscle. Improperly, when we're breathing improperly, we start using the secondary muscles of inspiration. In other words, you're using some of the neck muscles, some of the back muscles even. So let's talk about the 7 things that improper breathing can potentially cause. Number 1, neck pain along with this headaches. So as I mentioned before, the primary breathing muscle is the diaphragm. What can happen is if we're not using the diaphragm properly, we start getting the muscles in the neck kicking in to help pull the rib cage, your upper ribs, to help with your breathing. Over time, what will happen is that these neck muscles become overworked and overused, and then all of a sudden you're getting neck pain, maybe neck tightness, and potentially headaches. And the reason why you're getting headaches is that you can have muscles in the neck and around the shoulders that can refer to the head. So if these secondary muscles of inspiration are being used too much, eventually you'll get these trigger points in the area that can refer into the head, and then all of a sudden you're getting headaches. Number 2, along with this, referral pain down the arm. So there's actually a group of muscles called the scalenes in the neck here that are secondary muscles of breathing also. And if they're tight, they can clamp down on the neurovascular bundle. In other words, the nerves and blood vessels that run down your arm. So you may have these symptoms going down your arm, and you might find that your neck pain your neck is very sore and tight, but in fact the root is actually the breathing. Number 3, lower back pain. Did you know that there's a couple of muscles that actually help with moving the rib cage, and they are in your lower back around, and also around your mid back? So there's a couple of muscles there that actually attach to the rib cage, and if again they're being overworked and overused, what can happen is you can start getting lower back pain. So when you put these two together, the neck pain and the lower back pain, you might find that you start getting these chronic issues. You may get treatment, but you might find that the treatments are short-term and you're not getting the full benefit. And the reason for that is that the root of the cause for your neck pain, potentially your lower back pain, is actually coming from improper breathing. Something to think about. Number 4, so with improper breathing, it starts feeding to cycle. You know, the one thing about the human body is that it's very good at adapting and adjusting to certain postures and certain behaviors and certain movements. If you do it over time, what can happen is muscles shorten or muscles lengthen depending on what actions you're doing. So if the diaphragm's not being used properly and you're not expanding the rib cage properly, what can happen is muscles can shorten over time, and also the tissues around it, such as the fascia, the connective tissue, can become very tight, and all of a sudden your breathing becomes worse. So over time, because you're not properly breathing, things start to get short and tight, and all of a sudden you're wondering why your breathing is becoming worse. Number 5, constipation. So this is a thing that can happen with improper breathing. Proper breathing helps to decrease anxiety and stress. So if you're constantly in a stressed situation, or if you're a stressed out person, over time it can cause constipation. Along with this, proper breathing can help massage the organs, your digestive system. So that's something to consider also. Number 6, as mentioned, increased anxiety. So that's why we tell patients, if you're participating in Tai Chi or yoga, once again, to breathe properly. It'll help decrease the amount of anxiety and the amount of stress. Obviously, if you're not breathing well, and if that cycle keeps going, what will happen is that over time you'll find that you become even more anxious and more stressed, and potentially and a lot more, you get more stressed like a lot easier than usual. Finally, number 7, chest and shoulder pain. Now, there's a muscle in here. It's a deep muscle, pectoralis minor. and pectoralis minor attaches to your rib cage, but it can refer pain into the shoulder and also into the chest. So that's another potential symptom of improper breathing, in that this pectoralis minor muscle is being overworked to expand the upper rib cage. So those are 7 things, 7 disruptive things that improper breathing can potentially cause. Breathing exercises such as in practice like yoga and Tai Chi, as I mentioned before, can be very helpful. And of course, getting massage treatments to assist with correct breathing can also be very helpful. If you've got any questions regarding this, feel free to call us at 416-644-8894 or email us at admin@ventepainrelief.ca. You can also post something in the comments if you wish. Remember, every Monday our health tips premiere on Facebook at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, please follow, like, or share our page or this post. Thanks again. This is Alfie Vente at Vente Pain Relief Clinic, and we shall see you next week. Have a great day.